As a senior at Thetford Academy, Gabriel Gaetz fits in with the other young men and women training for the spring sports season. With one exception, his dad serves in the military.
Just about everything I can remember is him in the military. The first day I was dropped off at kindergarten, my dad was in full uniform and went up to Burlington as soon as he dropped me off and flew to Tucson, Arizona to do Border Patrol in 2006. It's just been a part of everything.
Gabe's dad, Sergeant Joshua Gaetz, served on 2 year-long overseas deployments, which meant Gabe had to confront some big issues when he was young.
It kind of forces you to grow up and forces you to look at things like, yeah, he's at work, but work could lead to something bad and that he could not come back. You have to think about things from an age that's younger than most that understand the concept of those things.
Then, and now, most of Gabe's friends don't understand what it's like to have a parent who serves in the military.
When you're talking to your friend and you're like, yeah, my dad's gone, and they'll be like, yeah, my dad's gone too. My parents divorced. I see him every other weekend, something like that. But it's not the same at all, obviously.
Vermont is one of 8 U.S. states, territories, and districts without a military base. For the approximately 2,300 military dependents living in Vermont, that can feel isolating. The Vermont National Guard Family Readiness Center at Camp Johnson in Colchester helps combat that isolation.
Volunteerism is super important to us as a population.
Brian Stoudnauer is the lead child and youth program coordinator with the Vermont National Guard.
Their mom or dad signed up for the military. They did not. And so they were brought into this world being a military dependent. And the challenges and struggles that they go through as an individual are going to be more than a typical teenager, than a typical youth. And so it's super important to have programs and services for them to support them in their times of need.
Try Northwest.
Stoudauer runs camps during school vacations and in the summer, like this drone camp that was held in partnership with UVM Extension 4-H. These events build lifelong friendships for these kids.
They have a network of peers, actual military youth peers that they connect to. And it's really great because we bring these kiddos back around school vacation times, around school breaks. We do periodic weekend programming as well. And when these kiddos come back together, it's amazing to see them just get right back into it. Just sets them all at ease and allows them to talk about the issues that are present for them being in military dependent youth.
Gabe serves on the Vermont National Guard Teen Council, which helps Stoudauer plan the camps and events for the Child Youth Program. As a veteran of this program, he appreciates what is done for him, his family, and other military families in Vermont.
Almost always when I'm at these programs, I'm with one of the friends that I've known for probably 10 years now. And we're still friends, and we talk and we hang out outside of camps and Child Youth programs. And it's a big help, and it sounds kind of cheesy, like, oh, find somebody to talk about it with, but it definitely does help. And those connections, even if you're not necessarily talking about your parent being deployed, you can look at each other and be like, yeah, man, it sucks, but it's okay.
Set, go.
Gaetz' experience of taking on a leadership role in the Guard's child and youth programs echoes the service by another member of the Gaetz family.
It's just where I happen to end up, and it's hard at times, but it's just someone needs to do it, and my dad happens to be the one that raised his hand.
Standing out by standing up. That's the life of a military kid. In Thetford, I'm Keith Silva with Across the Fence.